All right, I'm given some data and asked which histogram to pick. So the first thing I notice, and I had to zoom in because I'm blind, is to see these are jumping by 5, 10, 15, 20. So they actually group this data. This might be more than you want to know because you could probably just look at it. But what I did is I clicked here to open the Excel file. And because I see that this is grouped by 5s, to be able to graph this, that's what I'm going to have to do. And what I mean by that is I'm going to have to group from 0 to 5, and then from 5 to 10, and then from 10 to 15, from 15 to 20, from 20 to 25, from 25 to 30, and from 30 to 35, because it looks like that's the highest value. And then I see those 2 outliers. And I don't really have to graph them because I see them right there, right? There's those 2 outliers. So what this height is the count of how many are in this group. And that's why I said this might be, you know, more than you bargained for to actually do, but I'm going to go and just at least show you how to graph this. So I'm going to count, and anytime you want to use a formula in Excel, you start with an equal sign. In other words, I'm just too lazy to sit and count these. And then I can use the count formula, and I can highlight how many of these values are between 0 and 5. And I close my parentheses, I hit enter. And so I can see that there's 14 of those. I can go to the next, count. And these are between 5 and 10. Close my parentheses, do it again. Count 10 to 15. So again, all I'm doing here is just counting how many are in this group. I lost my place, 15 to 20. And then my 20 to 25. And 25 to 30, I can actually see only that 28. So 25 to 30 would only be the 28, and then the 34. And then what I could do is I could actually highlight that data. I can go up to the insert and just simply do a bar chart. And you can close these gaps if you want, but what I'm actually looking at, notice there's 3 the same height, and then these 2. 3 the same height, and these 2. So that's how I know that it is that graph. Again, it's probably a little early for you to be thinking about graphing, but that's just one way you could do it. You could have just simply counted, okay, and notice this is saying the percent. What that means, if there's 40 salaries, then 14 out of 40, 35% of them are at this height. Okay, and so then the next one, the 10 out of 40, that's the 25%. So that's where those heights are coming from. So I know that it's this first histogram. Whenever you have like the bulk of data here to the left and it kind of, you know, skews out in this direction, this is skewed to the right. The unusual values are definitely these 2 right here. And you can see them up here in the table, the 192.92 and the 66.08. And that's how you would look at this one.